Hello, guys, and welcome back to your IELTS Foundation course. So, basically, in last lesson we talked about speaking. हमने speaking के बारे में बात करी थी कि IELTS एग्जाम में हम लोग speaking अगर देखते हैं तो उसमें क्या-क्या चीजें हमें ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए. Now, this is lesson 2, and in lesson 2 IELTS Foundation course, you will get to know about writing, which is basically of academic. So अगर आप general writing के लिए look forward कर रहे हैं, so please do not watch this video. This is completely for academic. And if you want to look for general video also, then you can refer to it in our later videos. Right now, this will only be for academic. Let's begin with this one. So what is the agenda for the day? We are going to talk about what all is involved in writing task. So it's basically the introduction, the overall expectations of the examiner that we are going to talk about. कि आपका जो एग्जामिनर है आपसे राइटिंग टास्क में क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है. And there are two tasks, writing task 1 and writing task 2. In each task आपका एग्जामिनर आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है, that is also something we are going to talk about. Last but not the least, we will talk about things to keep in mind. जब हम राइटिंग टास्क को अटेम्प्ट करते हैं उसमें क्या क्या चीजें हैं जो हम लोग गलत कर सकते हैं, बट बिकॉज ऑफ अ फ्यू पॉइंटर्स हम लोग उसको इम्प्रूव भी कर सकते हैं. सो लेट्स जस्ट हैव अ लुक एट इट. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट इंट्रोडक्शन टू राइटिंग, क्या बेसिक चीज राइटिंग में इन्वॉल्व है वो समझना पहले इंपॉर्टेंट है, बाद में उसका प्रेपरेशन हम लोग कर सकते हैं. सो फर्स्ट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज इट एमिंग फॉर. कि अगर आपका राइटिंग टास्क आप लिख रहे हो, आपका असेस हो रहा है, आपके एग्जामिनर की आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी स्टार्ट विद राइटिंग टास्क 1 और लेट्स से राइटिंग टास्क 2. इट एक्चुअली इज असेसिंग योर कंफर्ट. आप कितना कंफर्टेबल हैं अपने थॉट्स को एक्सप्रेस करने में इन रिटन फॉर्म, whether it is reporting a data, whether it is expressing your opinion about something. So जो भी आपका टास्क है उसके हिसाब से आप कितना कंफर्टेबल हैं उसको रिपोर्ट करने में. ये आपके 60 मिनट्स का होता है टोटल, in which there are two tasks, writing task 1 and writing task 2. Writing task 1 is of 20 minutes and writing task 2 is of 40 minutes. इन दोनों टास्क की इक्वल इंपॉर्टेंस है, although it contains, the writing task 1 contains 1/3 of marking, but writing task 2 is of 2/3 of marking. But that doesn't mean कि writing task 1 ज़्यादा important नहीं है. It is as important as writing task 2, because if you do not pay attention to writing task 1, you will lose a good strength of bank. So please make sure आप writing task 1 को ज़्यादा lightly नहीं लें. Moving on to overall expectations of the examiner. आप जो राइटिंग टास्क अटेम्प्ट करने जा रहे हैं उसमें आपके एग्जामिनर की आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं वो समझना भी बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आपको एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं पता है एग्जामिनर की, आप लोग उस हिसाब से तैयारी नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो दैट्स व्हाई फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बिफोर यू डू एनीथिंग यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इन वेरी सिंपल टर्म्स कि आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन राइटिंग टास्क में क्या क्या है. सो द पॉइंट्स दैट आई हैव रिटन आर बोथ फॉर राइटिंग टास्क 1 and 2. The first one is task achievement and task response. So in writing task 1, it is task achievement. जो भी आपने task आपको दिया गया, उसका अपना कितना achievement रहा. For example, अगर आपसे question में पूछा गया है कुछ भी कि आपको relevant example के साथ compare करना है कोई भी चीज को, तो आपने उस question को कितना समझा, उसके सारे parts को attempt किया कि नहीं किया. So starting from the introduction to your conclusion, what all you have done, everything is under achievement. कि आपने उस टास्क को जो आपको बोला गया अचीव किया कि नहीं किया. In writing task 2, it is task response. So basically here you focus on if the opinion is asked for, if some advantages and disadvantages asked for, how you have responded to that. We'll look for the examples also later on, but this is just the basic understanding. जो भी आपको टास्क दिया गया है, आपने उसको किस तरीके से अटेम्प्ट किया वो हमें ध्यान में रखना बहुत जरूरी है. Next is coherence and cohesion. So very simple, although the words do not look simpler here. They basically mean जो भी आपने राइटिंग टास्क अपना अटेम्प्ट किया उसमें आपकी कितनी फ्लुएंसी रही है, आपने अपने लॉजिकली आइडियाज को कंबाइन किया है या नहीं किया है, आपने ओवरऑल प्रोग्रेशन उसमें दिखाया है कि नहीं दिखाया। तो आपके जो भी आइडियाज थे आपने रैंडमली पुट कर दिए, कोई एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्रेशन नहीं हो रहा है, सो दैट विल बी योर कोहेरेंस एंड कोहेजन, हाउ वेल कनेक्टेड योर आइडियाज आर। आपने क्या क्या चीजें ऐसी यूज करी, अपने डिवाइसेस यूज करें, अपने फ्रेजेस यूज करें जो आपका अपने टास्क को बहुत स्मूथली, एक रीडर को बहुत स्मूथली पढ़ने के लिए मौका देते हैं। So that is also something you have to take care of. Then there is lexical resources, which is basically vocabulary. How well you have attempted in terms of vocabulary. This absolutely doesn't mean that it has to be complex vocabulary. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको बहुत डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स यूज करने हैं। इसका मतलब ये है कि आपने जो भी vocabulary यूज करी है, what is the level and how well you have attempted it. So अगर आपने बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स vocabulary यूज करी और आप उसको ढंग से नहीं यूज कर पाए, that will just give you negative marking, that won't be helpful. So please do not misunderstand this. It's simply saying जो भी आपके words आपने यूज किए हैं टास्क में, how well you have used them. Last but not the least is grammatical range and accuracy. When we talk about range, it means can you use past tense, present tense, or if any conditional sentences in an accurate way. So range is from past tense to your present tense to any tense that you're covering, plus how accurately you have used them. That is grammatical range and accuracy. If you miss this, अगर आपने कोई सेंटेंस आपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल शो ऑफ करने के लिए पास्ट टेंस प्रेजेंट टेंस सब कुछ यूज कर दिया बट इट डजंट मेक सेंस, देन यू वोंट गेट द चांस टू गेट गुड band score. So that's why with range accuracy is as important. So please be careful that when you talk about grammatically correct sentences, they have to be accurate too. Now coming to writing task 1, this is basically reporting a data. So for example, you are given a data in any form. They can be in form of pie chart, bar chart, table, line graph, process, or a map. So any form of data is provided to you, and how well can you comprehend, understand that pie chart or bar chart or any data form, and then report what exactly is depicted in that data. It doesn't mean कि आपको अपना opinion बताना है इस बारे में. It doesn't mean कि आपको ये बताना है कि what are the solutions, problems of it. आपको simply उस data को report करना है जो आपको pie chart में दिया हुआ है. So it is as simple as that. It is of 150 words minimum. You have to make sure that you attempt it in 150 words. And the basic format we follow for this, you give an introduction, you give an overview, you give details para 1, and then you give details para 2. Now this format, I'm not saying that this is the only format possible out there. This can be one of the formats that you can use. So basically you introduce what is given in the question, you paraphrase it and you write in your own words, and then you give the overview of the entire data. Now I won't take you in detail how you give overview, what you do. We'll do that later on. First you just need to understand that what is that you're supposed to do, and then you give the detailed para in 1 and then detailed para 2. So what have you understood from that data? You describe that completely in detail in your paragraphs 1 and 2. Now again, I'm repeating that this is not the only possible format. There can be many other formats possible. So you just follow what has been rightly guided you for. So let's look at writing task 1 sample question. Now you see the table below shows the numbers of visitors to Ashdown Museum during the year before and the year after it was refurbished. The charts show the result of surveys asking visitors how satisfied they were with their visit during the same 2 periods. Now you see there are 2 periods given, and year before refurbishment and then after that is also given. Total number of visitors is also given. Now, how well do you report this data in 150 words? And that's exactly what you'll be assessed on. So I know it might look a little difficult, but once you get into it, once you start understanding it, once you practice it a lot, it becomes really easy. And this is just one of the examples that I've taken from IELTS official website. And this is something that you will come across. It can be in the form of pie chart, bar chart, or anything. This is just one sample, and you can see it is of 20 minutes. So you see it has pie chart, bar chart, table, line graph, process, and map. So you can see these are the two pie charts given which you have to report what they are about, what they are saying. And you start with an introduction, you write what you can see in this data, then you give the details of each one. Now, how you go about it, we'll discuss this video, but we'll discuss them in certain other course, not in the foundation one. Now let's come to writing task 2, wherein we talk about providing solution or opinion. So again, it's not only about solution or opinion, it can be about anything. There are many different forms available of writing task 2. There can be problem solution based, there can be opinion suggestion based, there can be two-sided argument, and multiple other forms. So this is basically not reporting the data which is there in writing task 1. This is asking for your opinion or a solution or a suggestion, or they are giving you two-sided arguments. You have to just understand what the statement is saying, and then after that you have to attempt the question accordingly. The question might ask you to give a solution, to give a suggestion for the same. Now this task is of 250 words, and the simple formats you can follow for this one is introduction, then you give details para 1 and details para 2, and then you end it with conclusion. Again, this is one of the formats that you can follow. There can be other formats too. So just make sure that whichever format you're following, you have been guided right for the same. And please only refer to official website or something so that you have the right information, or refer to something who is talking about or referencing only to the official says of IELTS or British Counseling or IDP. There are a few things that you have to keep in mind. क्या क्या चीजें जो आपको ध्यान में रखनी है, इसमें आपको ध्यान में रखना है कि आप डायरेक्टली राइटिंग स्टार्ट ना करें as soon as you see the question. Always take 2 to 3 minutes to understand the question, and always plan and organize what you're going to write before you start writing. So please make sure once you read the question, you take 2 to 3 minutes to understand it. Understand what each part of the question is saying, and always plan and organize what you're going to write before you start writing the question. After that, please make sure that you divide your writing into different paragraphs. You don't end up writing everything in one paragraph. So for example, like we discussed in writing task 1, you can talk about introduction, overview. You can talk about main body paragraph 1. I'm sorry, the para is written 2 times here. So you can talk about MVP 2, main paragraph, body paragraph 2, and then you can talk about introduction again and details MVP 1 in writing task 2. Like this, you can follow this format which I have already discussed, but please make sure that you divide them in paragraphs. Last but not the least, when you practice this, when you practice any of the tasks, please make sure that you refer to only official websites material. If you're looking for practice material from any random book, that will just misguide you. There are multiple official guides available. They are on IELTS.org, they are on idpielts.me, Cambridge, British Council. Please refer to these websites if you are looking for material, or you can just go for Cambridge guides which are available, and you can refer to them both for academic and general training. So we end the session here. If you have any doubt, you can mention it in comment box, and you can let me know what kind of guidance you would require further so that we can plan accordingly for you especially. And please make sure that once you're done with this course, you also follow the further lessons so that you have a complete understanding of what IELTS is all about, what kind of format is followed in this. Secondly, after this, the foundation course will also plan a very brief strategic videos for you so that you can understand even in writing task, how do I attempt these, let's say writing task 1 or writing task 2. So you can surely visit our videos for the same. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay in touch. Take care.